Hey guys, welcome back to Good Enough Stuff. A package I ordered from Aliexpress arrived today. A multicolored LED light. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. So we get a typical unmarked white box, as with most things from Aliexpress. Inside the box is the light bulb and a light wrapping, preventing any scratches. We also get the remote, which controls the bulb settings. We'll look at the remote in more detail in a bit, but first let's talk a little about the light. The bulb I ordered is an A60 RGB style bulb capable of producing 16 different colors. It has a standard E27 base, so it can screw into your average light bulb socket. The seller I bought from also has an A49 option, which are the types of bulbs used for recessed lighting. This bulb takes an input of 85 to 265 volts AC. So I'll now install it in my bedside lamp so we can test it out. To turn on the light bulb, we need to use the remote. The remote is extremely cheap feeling, but what can you really expect for something that cost me $2.15 altogether? On the top row of the remote, we have the brightness increase and decrease, and the on and off buttons. Underneath that, we see the 16 available colors, as well as a button for just white light. Because of the glossy finish on the remote, it's really hard to tell the right hand side buttons on camera and in person, but from the top to bottom they say flash, strobe, fade, and smooth. We will be testing all these functions out when I turn on the light. The remote itself requires a CR2025 battery, which it does not come with. I had some spare CR2032 batteries laying around that should do the trick. And the bulb works. Whenever you turn it on, it defaults to the flash setting, and this is how it goes. It looks like it's working pretty well. Now for the rest of the video, we're going to go through each color and kind of just see how it functions, what the color looks like, and how good is it overall. You get 3 levels of brightness, low, medium, and high, as shown. Now I'll show you a side-by-side comparison of the remote and what color each button produces. The flash and the strobe options are extremely similar. One is just half a second faster in transition compared to the other. The same thing goes for this fade and smooth buttons. They're exactly the same except one is half a second slower than the other, and the difference is barely noticeable on camera, let alone in person. Taking a closer look at the light, we can see that the bulb uses individual red, green, and blue LEDs to produce 16 colors. However, something to note is that it's not nearly bright enough to light up a whole room compared to your typical lamp bulb. The vendor doesn't really state how many watts equivalent this produces, and I don't have any means of testing the current draw. But this does work well for my needs though, as a bedside light. While in the video it doesn't seem to have much of a range at all, it does cover my bed in light for the most part, well enough to read a book without really squinting to read the text. I kept the settings on the camera like this as the colors were more accurate at this setting. To show the light levels, I used my phone's light sensor and an app to take readings on the lux levels the farther I got from the bulb, without a lampshade to get the bulb's full characteristics. The red dot represents my phone's position and the correlating lux level. I've been using this light for the past 2 months, and I gotta say, from all the use I've put into it, this was definitely a good buy at the really cheap price. It's no Philips Hue, it won't sync with any apps, it's not bright enough to light up a room, but it definitely sends a nice ambiance as a mood light or as just a simple reading light. I hope you liked this video, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you don't, and leave me some feedback in the comments. I hope you join me again next time.